how to live life and how do you move when you're stuck. I've been thinking about this question for like the past couple weeks. If you really want to be honest, it's been since probably the summer. And I felt stuck in the terms of college. Uh, didn't know what to do with my life. Granted, I do have passions, I do have everything that I want to do and things that intrigue me, but it's more of like I didn't know what to do because something was coming that I wasn't even prepared for. High school didn't prepare me for anything, and that was very hard to really come to terms with because high school was just I showed up, did what I had to do, left. You go to college and it's like, okay, this is not mandatory. Like I choose to be here because high school you kind of are forced to be there. You have to go unless you want to get like expelled or suspended for not being there, which is stupid because that's my school. My school did that. Um, but yeah, I felt very lost over the summer. It wasn't fun. It's something I would not recommend for sure. But the outcome of that is something beautiful in a sense. It's like music because if you think about it in the way of a jazz soundtrack for a movie or anything like that, and it's kind of like chaotic and it's beautiful at the same time because everything's working as one but all playing different notes, different times, different things. And everything came out beautifully, of course, at the end. I'm grateful to be where I'm at now. I'm attending school still and whatnot, but didn't think this was possible from when I was in high school and middle school and everything like that. I just always thought, okay, like I'm just gonna see where it takes me. I can't think that far ahead. And it was very hard to think about it like that because that gave me the question. It was like, what do I do now? What's the point of doing this? What's the point of life? What's the point of living? How do I make my life worth living? And not that it was a recurring thought. It's just I always heard it from people and I just always wanted to answer it the best way I can. And I'm here to really answer that because this morning I also did get that same question and I thought about it and I was like, wow. I had just woke up and I was just like, wow, okay. Um, how do I answer this? And all day just pondering, ping ponging in the back of my mind is just like, wow, okay. How do I answer this? How do I answer this? And for me, it's personally like you kind of just have to let go. And not let go in the crash out way, of course. It's more of the you kind of have to let life do its job as itself. You can't control and prepare your life all the time. I've seen multiple people prepare their lives and or anything they do really in whatever they're doing. Like maybe an outing or the trajectory of everything. And they're planning it and it's like, okay, you could do that, but when it's something that you didn't prepare for, you didn't plan, it's gonna hit you like a truck. And I've seen that firsthandedly, and it's not fun to see because a lot of people are afraid of that. And that planning, or that afraidness in a sense, leads to more preparing. And it's not a healthy thing to do because you're going to be stuck in that perpetual motion of just lost and not knowing what to do. For me, you kind of have to just always be prepared, but not in the sense of plan. Just be ready for what comes to you. Things happen for a reason. I always believe that. And some things may or may not happen for a reason, and that's great. You don't really need to see the signs for that because you'll feel it in a sense. But to really answer the question is more so you have to just breathe. Just breathe. That silly as it sounds, you can't always be stressed as well because a lot of people always get stressed when it comes to life and or like what should I be doing. And for me, what I found was breathing, like just a deep breath in and out, was something that helped, because not a lot of people get the time to breathe, or grateful to breathe. I am internally grateful to breathe and be alive and be here talking to you, and for you to be listening and just really connect with people. Life is something that should be treated seriously, because you only get one life. Be grateful for everything as well. You can't expect something to like happen because you worked so hard for it. Some things happen because you deserve it. Some things happen because you just don't really expect it. Some things happen just because. That's it. And you really just have to appreciate that. Appreciate every little thing. Appreciate every action that's done in happiness and love towards you. The things you do, it doesn't matter what it is. You really just have to be appreciative. And not a lot of people are appreciative in this life, in this natural life we have, because they're always on 10. They're always rushing and don't really have time to slow down and appreciate the little things. And that's all life is, really, from what it is now, 2025, of course. And, well, maybe just forever. A lot of people just rush. It's always work. I need money. Okay, yeah, you do. But it's also like you're going to get there. You don't need to rush everything. If you gave somebody a button to skip the time that they were just resting and doing nothing and they're just bored, a lot of people just click that button. But at some point is like, why would you do that? Because you're just wasting your time. You click that button and now you're done. Now you're at where you want to be. Now, where did you get time to appreciate where you weren't resting, where you were bored, where you were just being you? And it sucks because a lot of people will choose that option. And granted, I would too, of course, because, you don't want to be bored. But it's also like, I like to sit in boredom, because it's also, I appreciate that I was resting. I was being me, just vegging out, But life is more so not something to be rushed. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not something to be rushed. You kind of have to let it unfold by itself. You don't pick a flower apart by its petals to reveal the natural flower inside, or the full beauty of it. You let it bloom naturally. For that, you get the beauty of the flower itself, rather than a man-made thing. You have to let it come undone naturally. And life is pretty much the same way, because you want to see the splendor and the beauty in it. And you kind of have to look in that view, of course. You can't always expect it to always be beautiful, because you will have days that are down and days that are up. Granted, to make it worth all of that is the way you choose to look at it. It's the way you view it. One of the biggest ways is just giving a smile. It does not take a lot to be kind. You can just be kind always. And for me, I love it. I really do love it. I love being kind. I like it a lot. And it's made my days better. It's made somebody's day better. For someone who works in a sales position, I have to be kind of upbeat and cheery. But sometimes you got to be real. You have to tell them, like, hey, I'm not feeling it today. Just like, thank you though. I'm here to help you, and and it's not something you kind of forcefully can do. It just happens, because you can't force yourself to be a good person. You kind of have to make that change slowly but surely. But not a lot of people want to take that time. And life is like that as well. Life is work. And you choose to see it as work. You choose to see it as anything, really. But it's work. because you're working for an end goal. You're working for yourself at the end of the day. It's always going to be for yourself. That's what your life is going to be. Don't ever anybody ever dictate your life. Your life is something that needs to be cherished and really loved. And if you don't really love yourself, then where do you get? Life is meant to be loved and cherished. Of course, I said it already. I said it again. But you gotta love your life. For someone who is or has been in that mindset for a minute, it's like, I love my life to the fullest extent. And I cherish it and appreciate it. And I'm just grateful to be having this life. I'm grateful to be here with you. I'm grateful to be talking to you. I'm grateful to be having the people, my friends, my family in my life, and all the opportunities that have knocked on my door. Majority of the time you have to go out and knock on them for yourself as well. And not a lot of people want to put that mask on of being confident, because a lot of it really is just confidence. You have to have a great amount of confidence to really make life great. And that comes with time, of course. Life is a learning lesson. It's something that should be appreciated, and I appreciate. You should appreciate it, love it. You only get one, of course. It's kind of just like you turn on your music, go on your day, show somebody a smile, and you keep moving. That's what life is really about, and you work sometimes, of course, but you can't force that. You just, if it feels natural, you do it. And for me, I love to live life. I love to make people happy. I love to give people advice. I love to give myself first rather than focusing on myself first. I'd give up my body for anybody that needs it. And may that be like, obviously just people that I know, of course, but I would throw myself into a burning fire for my siblings, my parents, my friends. I love them to death. And it's like, I don't deserve them because they're just lovely people. I love them so much, and that's one thing that contributes actually to my life being so great. And not all the time it's peaches and cream, but it's something to think about. Having that sort of push, those friends and those family members that really, really, really do appreciate you and do want the same outcome for you as well, make it worth living. And one step at a time, for sure, is something that you need to also think about. Your life is one step at a time. You gotta take your time as well, appreciate yourself as well, and you kind of just have to keep going. And that's all. Acknowledge that. Acknowledge that it's baby steps. As many steps as you want to take. You have to love yourself first. And love your life first. Appreciate the little things. Love everybody. Love everything. So what if that girl on IG did not message you back? So what if you had to spend mad money on Christmas presents? So what if you had to go to work today? So what you had to drive and sit through traffic? All of that, you did that. Appreciate that you did that. You woke up today and did that. You got out of bed. You got outside of the house. You went to work. You socialized with people. You hung out with your friends. You ate. I know you're eating good. We all eat good. We have to eat good all the time. Love yourself. You're doing that. You're getting dressed. You're brushing your teeth, taking a shower. That's loving yourself. Always tell yourself words of affirmations. You love yourself, dude. You know what I mean? So what if you messed up? So what if you did something wrong at work? Give yourself that leniency. Love yourself. Dude, mistakes happen. A lot of people beat themselves up for that. They plan for something. They plan to be so good at something, and then they make a mistake. It's like, damn, why am I Why do I suck? Why am I horrible at this? Why are you doing that to yourself? You can choose to love yourself. You can choose to hate yourself. The easiest option is to love yourself. And you kind of just keep moving with that same cadence every day. Yes, maybe something devastating happens, like as in you lose $50 for a service provider, phone network. Why not? It's like, damn, son, I just wasted $50 for what? That's out of my money. Like, I'm screwed. You make that money next day. You're making it again and again and again. You're making it bi-weekly, weekly. Love that, you know? Doing good in work. Appreciate yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You deserved it. You want to spoil yourself? Go get a Chili's meal. Go to get a triple dipper. As Zerky Show says, go get a triple dipper. $60 for yourself. Or a date. Appreciate that. Get your eats. Eat good, bro. Yeah. I might have spilled off in the end. But yeah, to tie it all off, dude. Love yourself, appreciate yourself. It takes baby steps to live your life. Listen to that song over and over again and love yourself. Fall in love with that girl on the internet. Follow her, text her, maybe. You never know. You already know. I love you guys. I love you all so much. I love every single one of you guys so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. Learn, grow, experience, and always eat good. I love you. Have a great night, day, or morning. Make it happen.